We're streaming. I am here. I'm in. All right. I apologize. Well, thank you. Learning how to say thank you instead of saying sorry. Thank you for your patience. This is my first time streaming on multiple channels at once. So you might be joining me from YouTube. You might be joining me from LinkedIn at the same time, which is so exciting. But I was having a few technical difficulties just getting this set up, but we're good to go now, it looks like. So let me make sure I have this chat open. Um, Hopefully I can see the chat. Um, that's the next thing, chat. Cool. I have the chat open. So yes, I am here and available today. Let's just start from the top. I am doing weekly lives for the year 2024. I'm really excited about this. This is my first live of the year. I am going to be covering all sorts of style topics this year. I right now have everything planned out from now until the end of March for the first quarter. So if you're interested in what topics I will be talking about, check out my posts either on YouTube under the community tag for the channel. It's Kyla, not Kayla. I will post the agenda for each topic going forward. And if you're on LinkedIn, I will pin the post that has the live schedule with all of the topics on my profile. So you can check it out and see what I have coming in store for you all. I'm really excited about going live with you all this year. Last time I went live was last year, November, and it was really fun. I mean, I just enjoy getting to chat with you all, interacting with you all, talking about the stuff that I love. So, huge shout out to Restream for being my platform for going live on multiple channels this year. So excited to grow with Restream. Awesome. So, today's topic is all about color and stepping into your colorful era. And I think that I wanted to start off the year with this topic because I oftentimes constantly run into clients whose closets are very gray and very black. And maybe if they're feeling fancy, they have a few white pieces and some denim. And of course, they might have one or two colorful pieces, but they feel like they just don't know how to wear it. That is such a common issue. If you are experiencing that issue at all, feel free to let me know in the chat. I'd love to know, how many of you does this speak to? I used to be there myself. If you are, especially a late stage millennial, we went through a whole period of minimalism where everything was tan and beige and white and cream and gray and then they introduced brown. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with going with neutrals, neutral looks can be really bold and really fun. While that can be awesome, I think that where we run into an issue is when it's all you're ever wearing and you don't know anything else. And you're ready to step into color, but you don't know how. And because you're afraid, you choose to just stay away from it. So today I'm wearing yellow. Reason I'm wearing yellow is because it's actually my favorite color. But for years, I thought I could not wear yellow. I didn't like how a lot of the yellows I had tested out looked on me, especially if they were on the more neon, bright side in that way. It just didn't feel right. I thought yellow was a little too off for me. It didn't do anything for my complexion. I've had people come to me and say that same thing about red, blue, green, purple, pink, orange. Doesn't matter what the color is, honestly. But there are a lot of people out there who just feel like, I love it, but I can't have it. So let's unpack what that really means, because if you know me, I'm not your average personal stylist. We're not just here to talk about clothes because they're cute, even though it is cute. We're here to talk about the root issue. We're here to unpack what's really going on, because your closet is oftentimes a huge reflection of the state of your mind and the state of your life. So the idea of I love it, but I can't have it if you are doing this maybe with color innocently enough, it may not seem like that big of a deal, but maybe it's time to unpack where else in your life are you doing this? Where else in your life are you telling yourself, I love it, but I can't have it? It's so great. It definitely brings me joy to see it. I really wish it could be me, but it's just not for me. It's for someone else, not me. You might be doing that in your career. You might be doing that in your love life. You might even be doing that in your friendships, your family. You may be doing that with planning for the future, with your 2024 goals, creating a vision board where you're really seeing all of these things that are out there giving you glimmers, but you're not allowing yourself to accept that in your life. Now, if you don't know what a glimmer is, it is the opposite of a trigger. Triggers are things that we experience in our bodies that make us feel maybe on the more negative side. Whereas a glimmer is something we feel in our body that makes us feel like, wait, what? We feel curiosity. We feel excitement. We feel joy. One moment. I love my glasses, but I hate that glare. I hate that glare from the ring light. Sorry, everyone. So you might be seeing something that is a glimmer for you. For me, yellow is absolutely a glimmer. I love sunshine. I love yellow flowers. I just love the color yellow. It just makes me happy since I was a child. I never wanted to be the pink Power Ranger. I always wanted to be the yellow one. But for a long time, I wasn't allowing myself to wear it because it's just not for me. Like, while it brings me a lot of joy, and it has for years, I can't actually have that in my closet and wear it on a daily basis, or just let it be accessible to me for when I feel for it. No, it's not for me. But then I realized I'm also doing that when it comes to my career. That job, that six-figure salary, oh, that's not for me. I can't have that. That would be great. I could think of a million ways I could live with that, bring joy into my life with that. It definitely brings me a glimmer, but it's not for me. It's for other people. You might hear some birds in the background. We keep birds here, so they tend to like to sing when I am chit-chatting. Oh, this is awesome. So I think I'm getting some chats here. So as I continue on, there may be colors that are bringing you glimmers that you're avoiding. There may be clothing items that are bringing you glimmers, glitters too, glimmers that you're avoiding because you don't feel worthy. And I want to just pause here and say, like, again, this is bigger than just color. Your wardrobe is a reflection for your mind and your life. So anytime you find yourself in a shop, or maybe shopping online, and you're seeing something that you know would bring you joy, but you're saying, oh, that color, that cut, my body, the price, and talking yourself out of it, I want you to pause in that moment. You may not even buy it in that very moment, but I want you to pause and recognize that you're doing that. And then be very mindful of the next time you're doing it, and the next time you're doing it. And then make a decision for yourself on when you're going to stop doing that. When are you going to stop doing that and just step out into who you are and who you're meant to be and who you want to be, who you desire to be? All right. So that's our first style coaching lesson for today. There's going to be a few of them that come out of this discussion, but that is the first one. The next one is the fear of being seen. I see this so much with clients as well. The people who are constantly wearing gray and black. All black looks can be very chic. I love gray, especially that nice, like, warm oatmeal kind of gray. I love gray. But every day, every day, no matter where you're going, gray and black are becoming your uniform. I think that you're now getting out of the place of like chic all black outfit and into like sad people clothes. Like, you're constantly walking around like you're in mourning. What's going on? Stop that. Cool. One moment. I just want to see. Yeah, everyone is here because I'm not seeing any. That's all right. That's okay. Anywho, I'm not seeing any chats yet, but if you are here and you are watching, just leave a chat for me and let me know because I want to make sure I'm answering questions and pausing for questions. So, there's a difference between all black chic outfit every once in a while and every single day you look like you're going to a funeral. And I open up your closet and your entire closet is all black, all gray, funeral ready. We're going to have make some changes to that immediately. And here's why: you're trying to hide. Honestly, you're trying to hide. And I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, not every day do you need to be like, boom, bam, here I am. But you definitely need to feel great every day. And you need to ask yourself, am I wearing all black all the time because it's like my signature, my chic thing that I'm doing because it makes me feel great? Or am I wearing black all the time because it's easy? Because I don't know how to match color. Color's too much work. I don't know, like all the excuses we can come up with for why we're not living or dressing the way we actually want to. It's time to let yourself be seen. 2024, people. 2024 is the year of letting yourself be seen. We are not going into another year of playing wallflower. It's time to step into our wow factor. All right. Wow. And wow factor, I think, is oftentimes mistaken for like arrogance sometimes. The same way like confidence and arrogance get mistakenly compared to one another. They're not the same thing. Wow factor doesn't mean the whole show is about you and everywhere you go, you must be the diva. Wow factor is being able to let yourself be seen and heard without saying a word. So, with that being said, the folks who come to me, whether it's in Style Discovery, my signature one on one service, or the folks who enroll in my course, Fix Your Closet, the reason why you're enrolling there, the reason why you're working with me is because you want to be seen by me so that I can help you be seen by the world. So I can give you the tools you need to be seen by the world in the way that you want, because being seen should happen on your own terms. But hiding is not an option anymore. All right. All right. So we just talked about a lot there. Those are the two biggest reasons I see people not allowing themselves to step into color. The next reason, which is a very fixable reason, after we've unpacked all of the psychology behind why you're not wearing the clothes and colors you want to wear, we just get into the basic logistics of it. Maybe you just don't know what colors to wear. Like, what colors should I wear? You've decided, okay, I'm ready to get outside, people clothes. I'm ready to stop looking like I'm mourning. I'm ready to stop hiding and having the fear of being seen. I'm ready to allow myself to have my glitters and glimmers. I keep saying glitters today. To have my glimmers and experience the life I want to experience. Now, where do I get started? And you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Whether you are here on this live or you're enrolled in a course with me, you are being given everything you need to get the answer to that question. So now I'm going to share my screen with you all, and we're going to unpack what's really going on and how you can change that. So let me just open up my mini little presentation for you all. All right. Share my screen. Thank you so much for working with me here, guys. This is my first time streaming like this, and it's really exciting, but also kind of scary. But you know what? Being scared or being nervous is actually the same exact thing as being excited in your body. So I'm excited to be here. All right, beautiful. You should be able to see my screen here, the thumbnail photo for today. If you're having any trouble seeing it, just let me know in the comments, but I'm going to move forward. So let's talk about getting out of gray and stepping into color for 2024. So first things first, let's just unpack how to determine which colors look good on you. We're going to talk about something you've probably heard of before, but maybe don't fully understand the science of, and that is color seasons. Any standard personal stylist, image consultant who's worth their weight will talk to you about color seasons. I love using the color seasons, the 12 color season system with my clients. This is huge. This is life-changing. It gives you the tools you need to confidently step out into color in your style. So, of course, we all know there are 4 seasons in the year. There are 4 seasons in the color season system. So that is winter, spring, summer, and autumn. The way that these are often characterized is by, we have undertone, warm, cool, and then we also have the value of dark versus light, and then we have the contrasts of bright or soft, also called muted from time to time. So for me personally, for a long time, I didn't let myself wear color. Like I considered, or not letting myself wear yellow, the color yellow, my favorite color, because I considered yellow to just not be for me. Yellow's for people who are maybe a winter or summer, because the colors I was testing out, the yellow colors I was testing were just not going well with my complexion, not doing anything for me. What I didn't realize was that I'm actually a spring. And that is why a winter yellow, like a soft, cool, beautiful pastel yellow that could also work for maybe a summer, just isn't going to look right on me. It's not going to do anything for my tone. So you might be asking, like, how do I know which one I am? Well, inside of each season, you have the main season. Like I mentioned, I'm a spring, but there's also 3 subseasons inside of each color season. For spring specifically, there's light, true, and bright. I am on the bright side of spring. I am a bright spring. That is because I have high contrast and I'm on the medium to light value with a warm undertone. So let's unpack for you all today. If you are catching this live, you are going to walk away today knowing what your color season is. So I talked about spring, warm, bright, and light. Now, how do you know which one you are if you are warm, bright, and light? Which subseason are you? Well, what you want to do is pick out your 2 most dominant aspects. So there's warm, bright, and light. Which 2 of those stand out, the most for you? So for me personally, being bright stands out the most, and then warm stands out second. Light, because I'm on the more medium to light scale, light just isn't my most dominant aspect, but being bright and warm definitely is. What do I mean when I say bright? So there's contrast level. Let's look at the 3 celebrity examples that we have on the side here. We have Vanessa Hudgens, Kerry Washington. When you look at all 3 of these examples, you can see that there's high contrast between their hair and skin tone and eyes. Whenever we're looking at people's color season, what we're looking at is hair, skin tone, and eye color. So that contrast is very bright. If the contrast was low, it would be soft, and we would be in a completely different season. The next subseason we have is true spring. So if being warm is your primary aspect and then being bright comes next for you, then you are a true spring. And if being light is your dominant aspect and then being warm is your secondary aspect, then you are a light spring. Now let's check out a next season. Autumn. Autumn is also warm, but the difference between autumn and spring is that autumn is soft instead of bright and dark instead of light. So, for example, someone can be a soft autumn. That is somebody like, Love from You. I love that. I love her character. That's someone like the supermodel Giselle. You notice that they're soft first and then they're warm next. A true autumn, you notice that they are warm first and then soft next, like Lindsay Lohan or Jennifer Lopez. And then a dark autumn, you notice that they are dark first and that they are warm next, like Gabrielle Union, like Julia Roberts. Now, that dark to light, let's unpack that one. That's not necessarily about your skin tone, as in your coloring of your skin color being dark, but it's about all three. Again, your hair, skin, and your eye color all together. Because obviously, Gabrielle Union and Julia Roberts don't have the same skin value, but they do both share dark being their dominant aspect of the value of their skin, hair, and eye color combined. All right, now we're gonna hop into our cool undertone. And for winter, you would be a cool undertone with a bright contrast and a dark value. So a bright winter is bright and cool, like Jada Pinkett Smith, or like, why is my brain blanking on celebrity names right now? This always happens. Megan Fox, for example, is also bright and cool. She has those very bright blue eyes and a very large contrast between her skin tone and her hair. Jada Pinkett as well has very bright contrast between her hair and her skin tone and her eyes. Now you might be wondering, like, wait, but Jada Pinkett isn't warm? Being a brown or black woman does not necessarily make you warm. If you look at Jada in this photo specifically, she's wearing a silver top. That silver is making her skin shine. Gold would not do the same for her, and that's an indicator that she is on the cooler side. All right, we also have our true winters who are cool and bright. And then we have our dark winters who are dark and cool. And in our final, last but not least season, we have summer. And similar to winter, they are cool undertones, but they have a soft or muted contrast with a light value. So a soft summer is soft first, then cool, like Bella Hadid or Vanessa Williams. We have a true summer who is cool and then soft. I am completely blanking on celebrity names right now. I'm really bad with those. And then we have a light summers who are light first, then cool next, like Reese Witherspoon, Amandla Sandberg, and Gwyneth Paltrow. It was actually really funny. I was watching Hunger Games like 2 nights ago, just like watching the very first one. And I saw Amandla as like a little baby when she played Rue in Hunger Games. And I was like, just, my personal stylist brain turned on. And I was just thinking about how she is a light summer, even though her natural hair color is a black. And the reason for that being, while there might be obviously contrast between her hair color and her skin tone, that doesn't stop her from being a summer, specifically one, because her dominant aspects are the fact that she's light and she is cool. Her softness is not the boldest aspect about her, but she is still soft. She is much softer than the average bright winter would be. So if you compare her to somebody like Zoe Kravitz, she doesn't have that powerful brightness, even with her hair being dark. She still has a softness to her skin tone, hair tone, and eye tone. All right. So I think it's really important to say that, because a lot of times women of color get pinned as specifically being autumns or specifically being winters because they are darker. And that's not always the case. It's not dark as in relative to the person standing next to you. It's just looking at you for the value, contrast, and undertone you hold in your own skin, hair, and eyes. All right. So if you think you're a specific color tone, if you think that you're a specific undertone, value, or contrast, or if you think you know what your subseason is, let me know in the comments if you have any questions about like helping finding out like which season are you. Maybe you're caught between two, you're not really sure. I would love to chat with you. Feel free to send me a message. You can always leave a comment on this video or reach out to me, Kyla, Kyla, at it's Kyla, not Kayla.com, and we can chat. Cool. So, all of that aside, and let me just check and see, like, do we have any chats yet? Looks like we do not. That is fine. I'm going to open up and talk about this a little more. So, every single year, Pantone, which is a really awesome color company, they do color, whether it's for fabrics, paints, they are just all things color. Every single year, they give us a color of the year. And this year, our color of the year is peach fuzz. And it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Peach fuzz obviously is their specific color that they came up with for themselves. The true version of peach fuzz that Pantone gave us falls very perfectly in autumn. It is warm, it is soft, it is a little darker. And the reason I say dark, it's not necessarily a light color, but it has a more medium value. I think that this perfect peach fuzz would look great on many different skin tones, but I would classify it mainly for autumn. Now, just because you're not in autumn doesn't mean you can't tap into peach fuzz, but just understand what is the peach for you. So if you're summer, you want to find a peach that's a little more cool. You still want it to be light and you want it to be soft, but lean on the cooler side. And if you're winter, you also want it to be cool, but cool and a bit brighter and a little darker. And then if you're a spring, you want that peach to be warm as well. You want it to be a warm, light, bright peach. So you can see here and feel free to, I don't know, take a screenshot. I will definitely share this information out. This recording will be ready for you all to enjoy later on if you would like. These are our colors for different color seasons, right? For peach specifically. So I want to unpack how you can wear peach because, like we mentioned before, you've already decided that you are going to let yourself be seen this year. And you've already decided that you're going to let yourself have the things that you want. Now, what we're learning is how to actually understand like the science of like what looks good together. I think that style is part science, part art. So let's talk about the science here. How do we actually wear peach on a day-to-day? So we have a few different ways we can wear peach. I'm going to be quiet for a second so the birds stop. They get so excited about style. As soon as I start talking, they start to... I hope it's just a lovely bird sound and not too distracting. But anyway, let's move on. So how are we going to wear peach? The first way I want to introduce wearing peach to you is going with more monochromatic looks. This is an easy way to start bringing color in. You pick a color that really resonates with you. It doesn't even have to be peach. It could be yellow. It could be blue. It could be red. It could be green. It could be magenta. It could be any color you want it to be. But working with monochromatic looks is a very easy way to know your outfit matches. Now, monochromatic doesn't necessarily mean you're wearing like one color head to toe, like Shay Mitchell is with this beautiful silky dress here, or even like that look right underneath her where they're wearing this like cargo pant and matching top. That's one way you can do it. You can also wear different shades and variations of a color that you like. So for example, we're seeing here this sweater with the trench coat over it, or even Jessica Alba's outfit here. We're getting slightly different variations of this peach color. What I would suggest is just making sure that the colors that are closest to your face match your undertones, and whether or not you're cool or warm, match your contrast, whether or not you're bright or soft, match your value, whether or not you're light or dark or somewhere in between. Make sure that the color closest to your face is the most complementary, and then play around with that. Like it doesn't have to all be within your color season all the time. But those are just the colors that are going to give you that wow factor. I also love, if you look in the lower corner here where she's wearing the pink pants with the peach top, pink and peach, orange and peach, very similar tones, as well as on the next side, we have her wearing a peach top with a more khaki pant. You can't go wrong with neutrals, which leads me into my next way you can wear peach. Make it simple. Keep it super simple. Peach or any color. When you're introducing color into your world, when you're introducing color into your style, let yourself just have pops of color and ground it with a neutral. So you can wear this peach with a white top and jeans, or you could wear it with on top of like jeans head to toe, which I really love. The Canadian jumpsuit where you're wearing denim on top and denim on the bottom is really cool, and throw in some peach. You can wear peach very easily with denim, very easily with white. It also looks great with gray. And like we realized a little earlier, it also looks really great with khaki or tan. Peach is a very versatile color, but most colors look very great with a neutral to ground it. It's just how you play with it. So pops of color is another way you can introduce the color of the year or any color into your style this year. As soon as I stop talking, they stop whistling. And so next up, we have color with color. This is where you're getting a little more advanced. You're playing around and feeling more confident with your skill set. I want you to know, I want to just pause here, and I want you to know that you don't have to be afraid of wearing color and color together. I know that there are a lot of people who are afraid that, I'm going to walk around looking like a clown if I'm wearing too much color. And I understand where that comes from, but just know that if you're wearing one color as the star color, like peach, and then you have a secondary color to go along with it, you really can't go wrong once the rest of you is just neutral and grounded. So for example, peach looks really excellent with yellow. We have 3 examples here. We have the yellow sweater here with the peach skirt, and then we have a yellow headband with a peach outfit grounded with white. We have a yellow top and a peach pant with a khaki blazer to ground it. Even the brown bag pulls in the different colors. Having something that pulls in the different colors can be really helpful, or you can color block like this first example does, with having like a really bright color that contrasts the smoothness, the softness of peach altogether. Another color that can look really great with peach is green. So here we have a mint green cardigan, peach and white and black to ground it. We also have this more bolder Kelly green with the peach. And then of course the shoes are pulling everything in together. The bag is neutralized. Just think about color like this. I would say if you're very new to color, start with no more than 3. Maybe 1 if you want to do a neutral, 1 if you want to do monochromatic, 2 if you want to do a neutral and that color as a pop of color, and then if you want to do 3, have that focus color, have that focus color, have a neutral to ground it, and then have a contrasting color like the yellow is to the peach or the green is to the peach. Another really great way to combine peach with another color, like you can see in this lower corner here, is a rust orange. I find that looks great together. And again, they're very similar tones, so they kind of work for the monochromatic look, but you can also wear like a gray or a white neutral to ground it again. So this is why I say it's really important for people to wear closet essentials as well, because those closet essentials allow you to play around with color. Everyone should have a white t-shirt, or everyone should have a blazer, and everyone should have a neutral purse. And that is what is going to allow you to now introduce color into your wardrobe and play around, because you have grounding items. Closet essentials or basics are really just items to ground your wardrobe. Everything else from there invites personality, invites experimentation, things like that. All right. So These three colors aren't the only colors you should wear with peach. You can have green, you can have yellow, you can have rust orange. I find that it can look really great with a baby blue. It can also look really great with a navy. It can look really great with a brown. There's a lot of different options that you can have um, with peach. But these are some of my favorites that I just think are really fun and really bold. And they give you an excellent way of stepping out into color for 2024. Now, you might think that this is just about clothes, but it is not, because clothes are not our only form of color and fun and experimentation when it comes to style and personal image. We also have beauty. We also have makeup. This peach, if you are still not feeling so sure about inviting peach into your wardrobe because maybe it's just not your vibe for clothes per se, there's still many other ways you can bring it into your world, into your personal image. I love, love, love this peach nail polish. Oh my gosh. I recently I've been struggling with a gel allergy that I picked up last year. Long story for another day. But I am playing around with regular nail polish, as well as some allergy or allergen free gel brands that are out there. If you have any suggestions, please leave that in the comments below. I would love to try them out. I miss having my nails done all the time. But peach is so fun, and it works for all sorts of skin tones. It really does. You can also have fun with peach with blush or a lip color. You'll notice in this photo in the bottom corner here where she's wearing the gold earrings, she has peach, the same exact peach on her cheeks and her lip. I think it's really great to take a lip color or a blush and have it work for you twice as seconding, like blush seconding as a lip color, or a lip color also working as a blush for you. It also looks great on the eyes. I think the beauty of peach is like, it's like an unofficial neutral. Very similar to brown, very similar to olive green. These are colors that are not exactly neutral colors, but they can play up as neutral colors because they have more muted qualities to them. So it works really well for different skin tones. It's very skin tone like, flesh like. So those are the type of colors like khaki, that work really well for all sorts of skin tones. So I definitely want you to play around with color this year. If peach is the color you want to play around with this year, let me know too. I'm really excited for that. I'd love to see looks that you bring in with peach. I think that it'll be really fun to see people wearing peach this season. Yeah, let me stop sharing and get back in here. All right, so I hope that that was really helpful for you. I hope that you got some great information from that. Let me know again in the comments. Let me know what you think about peach and what you're thinking about just color in general. Everything we talked about today goes beyond peach. Of course, things change up when it comes to makeup and things like that, but any color that you're really interested in wearing and showing out in this year, I really want you to be bold and do it. Just let yourself do it. All right, I think I have the next comment that came in. Yeah, let yourself be bold and do it. I love that. Let yourself be seen. I think that peach is a fun way of being seen. I think that other colors as well. Red is a great way to be seen. Yellow is a great way to be seen. Blue is a great way to be seen. It's not about, again, that wow factor is not about being the diva in the room. It's about being seen without saying a word, and color is an excellent way to do that. I also want you to allow yourself to have the things that you want. If you want to be brighter, if you want to be softer, if you want to be bolder, if you want to be attractive, allow yourself to have a closet that reflects that for this year. Again, in 2024, we're not hiding anymore. We're not wallflowering anymore. We are wow factoring. Okay. So, in speaking on wow factoring and speaking on going from a wallflower to a wow factor, now is a great time for you to enroll in my course, Fix Your Closet. Fix Your Closet is the course to get you from wallflower to wow factor. If you're tired of starting off your day first thing in the morning, dreading having to get ready, dreading what you're going to wear, if you're leaving the house feeling like you look terrible or doubting if you actually look good, this is not the way we want to be starting the day any day, but especially not in 2024. This is not how we want to be starting the year at all. So if that is where you find yourself at right now, if you are ready to step out and be seen, if you're ready to have your wow factor this year, if you're ready to get off the sidelines and start dressing in your authentic power, enroll in Fix Your Closet today. And I promise, I promise at the end of it, you are going to be so glad you did. You're going to be so glad you did. In 4 modules, you're going to learn how to change your closet, turn it around, learn how to dress for you, learn how to also, again, I go into much more depth on finding out what your color season is. You're going to learn how to dress for your body type, and you're going to learn how to bring in pieces in your closet that actually reflect your personality and who you want to be, and how to actually have a closet that reflects the lifestyle that you're living now and the lifestyle you want to live in the future going forward. Okay. So I'm really excited to share that with you all. If you have any questions on Fix Your Closet, then feel free to, again, leave a comment, send me a DM. You can find Fix Your Closet and all my other courses on it's Kyla, not Kayla.com/learn. And that is where you're going to find that course. All right. And then along with that, I have my one-on-one service. I am going to be enrolling people for February. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one and really picking apart who you are, how you want to present yourself, and have it done in a way that is absolutely foolproof, done along with you, me and you sitting down in 3 sessions and hashing it out together on who you're going to be for 2024 and beyond, come and sit down with me in my style discovery container. You can find that on my website under one-on-one service, style discovery. I would love to work with you. Feel free to send me a DM. Go to itskyla.kayla.com/book to book a 20-minute chat with me, and we will figure out exactly what you need and how to get you there through style discovery. All right. Cool. So thank you so much for being here with me. This is such a great call. I'm glad you all learned about how to figure out what your color season is. I'm glad you all let go of 2 mindsets that are holding you back. The fear of being seen, we don't have space for her anymore, and denying yourself the things that you want. We don't have room for this in life anymore. It's 2024. I'm glad that we did that together. And I'm glad that we introduced some really fun ways of wearing peach and other colors in your wardrobe. So goodbye. I'm going to talk to you all later. I will see you all next week on Tuesday, and we will have another chat on both LinkedIn and YouTube. Until then, I will see you in the comments and I will see you in the DMs. Have a great day. Today is hump day. I hope you're having an excellent week. And if not, it's a great day to turn it around.